Hello, this is Shashwati Mills and you are watching period number 4. I welcome all class 10 students in my biology class and today's topic is transportation in humans. Now let us look at the screen. In multicellular organism, nutrients and oxygen are transported to various body cells and nitrogenous waste and carbon dioxide are removed from these cells by extracellular fluid. This fluid flows throughout the body, partially contacting each body cell. The flow of the extracellular fluid through the body is known as circulation, and the organs associated with circulation form the circulatory system. Next, in vertebrates, the circulatory system utilizes two fluids, one blood and the second is lymph. These constantly circulate in two separate pipeline systems. Each system comprises an extensive network of branched tubes called vessels, spread into all parts and tissues of the body. The two systems are called blood circulatory system or vascular system. Next, lymphatic system. Now, blood vascular system, this system has the following components. Number 1, blood. Number 2, blood vessels. There are 3 types of blood vessels: arteries, veins and capillaries. Number 3 is heart, that is the pumping organ. Next, blood. It is a fluid connective tissue. Students, you all have read in class 9 in tissue chapter there are different types of tissue as you know, and blood is known as the fluid connective tissue, and it is circulating in the body within blood vessels. It constitutes about 7 to 8% of the body weight. The oxygenated blood is bright red, where the deoxygenated blood is purple in color. What is the meaning of oxygenated blood? When the oxygen mixes with the blood becomes oxygenated. Now, what are the components of blood? Plasma and blood cells or corpuscles. Now, next, plasma. It is a straw-colored fluid and makes up about 60% of the total blood volume or about 5% of the body weight. It is a straw-colored fluid. Now, what are the contents of plasma? It contains water, plasma proteins, serum, albumin, globulin, fibrinogen. Next, mineral salts, that is sodium chloride and sodium bicarbonate. Next, digested nutrient materials, that is carbohydrates, proteins and fats. When I took nutrition class, I told you that after digestion, the digested materials of carbohydrates, proteins and fats, it mixes with the blood. Next, waste products of protein metabolism from the liver, urea, uric acid and creatinine. Next, hormones, then enzymes, and last is antibodies. Next, we see blood cells or corpuscles. There are 3 types of blood cells. First is erythrocytes, which is also known as red blood corpuscles. In short, we say RBC. It carries oxygen. Next, leukocytes or white blood corpuscles. In short, WBC, which provides immunity. Next, blood platelets. It helps in the clotting of blood. Erythrocytes, that is RBC. These are circular, biconcave and non-nucleated, measuring in 7.5 mm in diameter. Its number varies in males and females. In males, its number is 5 to 5 million per ml and 4 to 4.5 million per ml in females. In erythrocyte, respiratory pigment hemoglobin is found. It gives red color to the blood. So why the color of the blood is red? That is due to the presence of respiratory pigment known as hemoglobin. It carries oxygen from lung to various parts of the body and brings carbon dioxide to the lungs. RBCs are actually not true cells because they don't have nuclei. The lifespan of red blood cells is about 120 days. About 3 million of RBC dies daily, whereas 4 times, that is about 12 million per second, are produced in the red bone marrow to replace destroyed RBCs. Therefore, donation of blood is not harmful as it is replenished within 24 hours. Most students remember, blood cannot be produced in the factory, it is only produced in the body of human beings. And it is a noble task. Donation of blood is a noble task. We must donate the blood and it is not harmful because within 24 hours it gets replenished in the body. Next, leukocytes. Leukocytes are nucleated and show an antibody. They are colorless. They are larger in size than erythrocytes and fewer in number. In children, the number are more than the adults. WBC squeeze out of capillaries and reach the site of infection to destroy foreign bodies. WBC produce antibodies that provides immunity. They are called soldiers of the body. They survive for 1 to 4 days and the worn-out cells are destroyed in the blood. Next is platelets. These are small, oval, biconvex, disc-like bodies. They appear spindle-shaped. These are colorless, having granular cytoplasm, but no nucleus. It contains contractile protein called thromboplastin. They play an important role in blood coagulation. The platelets are formed in the red bone marrow and they survive for 3 to 7 days. Remember, the person having a low platelet count is at high risk because platelets play an important role in the clotting of blood. Whenever there is a cut or wound, these platelets helps in the formation of clotting of blood. Next, blood vessels. There are 3 types of blood vessels: arteries, veins, and capillaries. Now let us look at the arteries. They carry oxygenated blood away from the heart. All the arteries carry oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery. So remember, this pulmonary artery, they do not carry oxygenated blood. So all the arteries carry oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery carry deoxygenated blood. Arteries have thick, elastic muscular walls. Arteries are deeply situated and carry blood under high pressure. Blood flows in jerk within. Arterioles are the smallest tubule of the arterial system. They serve as distributors carrying blood from arteries to capillaries. They act as resistance vessels and helps in maintaining blood pressure. Next comes veins. Veins mainly carry deoxygenated blood towards the heart. All the veins carry deoxygenated blood except pulmonary veins. So remember, all the veins carry deoxygenated blood, but pulmonary vein carries oxygenated blood. They do not carry deoxygenated blood, so don't get confused. Next is, veins have thin and less muscular walls. Small veins are called venules. These are formed from capillaries and join to form many veins. They collect blood from various parts of the body and empty it in the heart. These are superficially situated and can be seen from the surface of the skin. blood flows smoothly and at low pressure through them. The veins have internal valves and prevents the backflow of blood. Next, capillaries. Capillaries are microscopic vessels that carry blood from arterioles to small veins. The wall of capillaries are formed of a single layer of endothelial cells that lie in contact with the body tissues that supply food and oxygen to the tissue and cells and remove wastes. The leukocytes squeeze out through the capillary walls into the surrounding tissue to attack the invading bacteria. So students, up to this much, I think the topic is clear to you. Please learn all the functions, nature, and the difference between arteries, veins, and capillaries. Question often comes on these topics. So, in next class, I am going to discuss about the functions of heart. Till then, goodbye.